I have this weird sort of Mandela effect type of thing where I thought we were constantly getting new Donkey Kong games as we have gone on throughout the years, into the late 2010s, early 2020s. Yeah, I don't have a Nintendo console, but I really try to do my best to keep up to date with Nintendo news because I really do like Nintendo games. Like, in my mind, yeah, we just got Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, like maybe 1 or 2 years ago. So yeah, I mean, we just had a Donkey Kong game. No, I was completely wrong. That game came out 10 years ago. And maybe I'm thinking of the Nintendo Switch version, which was re-released in 2018. But I mean, even that was 6 years ago. But yet, not counting a re-release, we have literally not gotten a mainline Donkey Kong game in 10 years. Yeah, Tropical Freeze was released in February of 2014, which of course begs the question, when are we going to get the next Donkey Kong game? Not a game he's a part of like Super Smash Bros. Or the upcoming Mario vs. Donkey Kong game that is actually releasing next month. No, I'm talking about an actual Donkey Kong game. He is, of course, one of the most beloved mascots that Nintendo has. I mean, I can't think of anybody that doesn't like Donkey Kong. He's just so likable. And funny enough, I actually didn't have any Donkey Kong games ever in my life, even though I had the Nintendo 64. But my greatest Donkey Kong memory growing up was I had a friend who had Donkey Kong 64, and that game was absolutely fantastic. I know it got a bad rap with, all of the collecting you have to do in that game, but I liked it. Well, looking back, funny enough, Donkey Kong 64 is the actual only 3D Donkey Kong game that there is out there. All of the Donkey Kong Country games are 2D. And that's not to say that those games aren't good, because that would just be a complete lie, okay? Those games are very well received, very well liked. But I know that there is definitely a strong desire for a 3D release of a Donkey Kong game. And doing some digging today after I saw a new rumor, it actually looks like this kind of goes back like 3 or 4 years ago. There started to be rumors that the Mario Odyssey team was actually developing a new Donkey Kong game. And over the years, I guess up to last year, this rumor sort of developed where now it sounds like leakers have suggested that this game, this new Donkey Kong game that is apparently in the works, is going to be either 2.5D or 3D. Well, to add to this rumor, there was something, I guess kind of significant that just came out today. There's a known leaker on Twitter named Necro, and he had commented on a tweet that was basically talking about another leak. And in this comment, he stated that the next Donkey Kong game is not going to be a part of the Donkey Kong Country series, which obviously would suggest that it's not going to be 2D, only solidifying the more recent rumors that Nintendo is working on either a 2.5D or a 3D Donkey Kong game. Yeah, I kind of did a little bit of digging. It looks like besides Donkey Kong 64, like I said, that was the only 3D Donkey Kong game we've ever gotten. Besides that, all Donkey Kong games have basically been either a part of the Country series or what I would label as like miscellaneous games. Like he's had like a barrel racing game, and then he actually had some rhythm games that I actually completely forgot about. I remember these being in like Best Buy, where it's like the Donkey Kong, I don't know, bongos or something. So yeah, besides the 2D Country series, all of his other games have kind of been just like miscellaneous games. Again, I'm just talking solo DK games. And that's not to say that they weren't significant at all. But like I said, I think a lot of people, myself included, are really, really itching for a 3D installment in the DK series. I think it would just work really well, especially with right now being sort of a significant time, I guess, for Nintendo, as there is a lot to suggest that they are very close to revealing their new console and possibly releasing their new console. The Switch has been out for like 7 years now, and yeah, my point being, with this sort of update to the rumor that came out today, with the new DK being in development and not being a 2D DK, I'm seeing on Twitter and Reddit that a lot of fans are reacting to this news by saying that this might be a launch title for the new Nintendo console, the Switch 2 or whatever you want to call it. I think that would make a lot of sense, and that would build up tremendous hype for the new Nintendo console. Not that it would need it. I'm sure just by itself people would be buying that console en masse, but this would, like I said, just add to it. Yeah, DK is just a beloved Nintendo mascot. A lot of people have great fond memories of DK64 back when they were a kid, even though if some of those memories are based on frustration from some of the mini games, but overall people really want a 3D DK. And I'm thinking with the timing being just right, and if this rumor is true, this 3D DK alleged game that they are working on, this could be a launch title for the Switch 2.